Animated productions are usually fun to watch, not only for the younger viewers. Well presented, with funny lines and very often touching problems of all age groups. But there is one more aspect that makes them even more attractive. The voices behind characters often belong to famous, loved, and admired actors, musicians, singers. The list is long, and we bet that some of those presented below are going to be quite a surprise for many. Some of them, you may guess. Some of them may be more mysterious than others, so let's take the chance. Who dubbed your favorite animations? You'll be surprised. We start our countdown from one of the most popular and enjoyable animation of the last few years, Frozen. Millions of girls and boys all around the world have grown to like the adventures of two princesses. One of them, Anna, was voiced by a well-known actress whose experience in that matter is quite impressive, Kristen Bell. Yes, this beautiful and talented Hollywood actress is the person behind our winter character. She has done many other dubbing jobs in her career, enough to mention the role of Priscilla, the hilarious sloth in Zootopia. If you have not seen it yet, it is a must on your list.
Oh, I wish it could be like this all the time.
Hey, if you want to find out more about animated productions, subscribe to our channel and like it, just to make sure you will not miss any of our other videos and ideas. Talking about Frozen, we cannot forget about the funniest character of them all, Olaf, the snowman. So, who is the person we hear when Olaf explains his idea of life to us? It's Josh Gad, another actor, comedian, and singer, for whom such experience was nothing new. We can also hear his voice in Ice Age Continental Drift as Lewis, or in a very popular cartoon, Phineas and Ferb, where he reads the dialogues for Wendell the Bug. He can be funny, and this is heard in all his adaptations of animated characters he has played.
Rabbit, fish, locust, king pigeon, and of course, downward duck.
One movie and two superstars? It is possible. Do you know which animated movie I have in mind? Yes, back to the production called Home. The mother of the main character, voiced by the before-mentioned Rihanna, was Jennifer Lopez. Surprised? If you listen to the songs and performances, it all does make sense. Especially that the star was not new to the business. Before, she took part in the production of The Ice Age, where we could hear her voice behind She-Ra, a saber-toothed tiger. In Home, Jennifer also performed the theme song Feel the Light.
So tell me where she is or find me a boo who can.
Sing is a story of an animal world, where a lot of main characters have one dream. One day just go onto the stage and perform. Beautiful voices and demanding roles led to some incredible collaborations. Let's take for instance Lucy, a mother of a bunch of kids, who is perfect at her motherhood and at the same time wants to show that she can do much more than that. Behind the character, we can hear an amazing voice of one of the Hollywood stars, Reese Witherspoon.
Look, I can't even keep count of the steps. My body parts aren't responding, okay?
Who doesn't know the Smurfs? It is a classic, and we have all seen at least one adaptation of that story. Smurfette introduces the girlish approach in the man's world. Who is that in the real life? It is the incredible singer, a strong person and a fighter in one. Here comes Demi Lovato. This Grammy winner tends to have many talents, as her performance in the animation was brilliant. She was also behind the character of Lenore in Charming in 2018, a Canadian-American production, together with, for example, the long-not-seen Avril Lavigne or Ashley Tisdale.
We're Smurfs. We do the right thing.
Another girl Smurf, Lily, was voiced by a person with a lot of dubbing experience. We could hear her the same voice with Gretchen in Phineas and Ferb, or many other productions for children. This young star is Ariel Winter, also known as Alex Dunphy, from a well-known TV series Modern Family. She has voiced another popular with children character in Phineas and Ferb, called Gretchen, or Penny in Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
We have to take you to Smurfy Grove.
That is not the only example of a person who has been involved in many different productions and gave his voice to numerous characters. Andy Samberg is the voice behind Jonathan in Hotel Transylvania 3. We all like this crazy, lovable human who got married to a monster family, and despite a lot of mind-blowing for typical human being situations, he tries to adjust to the situation. But Andy can be also heard when we watch Brad McKell in Cloudy with a Change of Meatballs or Junior in Storks. And that is still not the end of his performances in that matter.
I gotta warn you, I played second team co-ed intramural volleyball at Santa Cruz.
The next one is a hit and probably an incredible surprise to a lot of our viewers. An actress, a singer, a woman of many talents who has been in the industry for many years and has never stepped down even a little bit. Beyoncé. Yes, she has also been voicing in animated movies. Let's take the character of Queen Tara in Epic. A beautiful and strong woman with natural powers devoted to the people and her forest. What a match for the pop queen! But that is not the only movie Beyoncé has taken part in. The new adaptation of The Lion King was produced with her great engagement. Not only did she give her voice to Nala, a fierce lioness, but also worked hard on the whole soundtrack of the picture.
I might have a hard time picking one. Do you have a favorite?
Ugly Dolls, the movie, have another surprise when it comes to dubbing. An idol of a whole generation and a musician in one of the most desirable bands of the last years, Nick Jonas, gave his voice to Lou. Not many know that it was not his first experience when it comes to productions for children. He and his brothers has taken part in a lot of them becoming an iconic siblings in that matter.
Of course, stay here.
Let's say with the Jonas Brothers. Another one of them, Joe Jonas, made the ocean creature of Kraken surprise us as it had the most incredible voice in Hotel Transylvania 3. This talented guy, married to film star Sophie Turner, took the underwater performance to a completely new level. Do you want more of the Jonas in animation? Here you are. Have you seen the film The Night at the Museum, Battle of Smithsonian? If the answer is yes, at some point you must have noticed 3 adorable cherubs. Guess what? They are the Jonas, giving an incredible show of their musical talent. They had been preparing to this beforehand in order to really sound heavenly. And yes, they did.
He gets the groove going, and everyone's having a great time.
In the Angry Birds movie too, the variety of voices make it quite difficult to distinguish who is actually who. Jay, Jake, and Jim are triplets. Adorable and Blue tend to attract everybody's attention. This one is going to be big. This star has been an idol for many generations and played in the most successful comedy series of all times, Friends. Did you know that Jennifer Aniston, because it is her we have in mind, gave her voice to Sarah Gardner in Storks, a character who waits to get her baby? Although it was not her first animated movie, we had been able to hear her once before in 1999 in The Iron Giant.
Don't be crazy. You cannot do the chimney. Come on, don't make me the mom.
Another idol of the recent years and an iconic singer, Taylor Swift. Do you know in which animated picture we can actually hear her voice? If you guess is the lyrics, you are right. Taylor is behind the voice of Audrey, a girl whose biggest dream is to see a real tree and real nature.
Those are trees. They used to grow all around here.
In this production, she starred with Zac Efron, another Hollywood sweetheart who voiced the character of Ted, Audrey's neighbor. Do you know who has been the voice of Ella in the Angry Birds movie 2? Or Gwen Stacy, called the Spider-Gwen in The Ultimate Spider-Man? That nice and pleasant voice belonged to Dove Cameron, a star from Disney Channel. Her truly Disney-like name is distinguishing her madly. She is an actress and a great singer too. We could see her on screen in many Disney productions, but her hit was the role of Amber Von Tussle, a malicious and spoiled girl from Hairspray.
Everyone's so caught up in dishing out punishment, they never stopped to ask me if I was actually guilty.
A story of Snowflake, the only albino gorilla, who actually was born in Barcelona in 1966, is a touchy and heart-gripping one. No wonder you will be surprised if you discover who gave the voice to the one in an animated film from 2011 titled Snowflake, the White Gorilla. It was a singer and a great performer, Ariana Grande. But it is not the only animated production with her appearance. In The Underdogs, she voiced Laura, a character who is lively and happy. Kind of matches Ariana, doesn't it?